think just saying sorry is enough to erase all mistakes? Have you ever told yourself, I only did that because I was angry. It's not really my fault. Do you believe that time alone can heal every wound you've caused? Today's story will show you. Some scars, once left behind, can never disappear, no matter how much we apologize or try to care for them. There was once a boy, quiet on the outside, but inside him always burned sudden bursts of uncontrollable anger. Every time he felt furious, instead of shouting or breaking things, he would step outside to the yard. There stood a tall tree, its roots bulging from the earth like veins, its trunk thick and firm. Next to the porch, there was always a small hammer and a bag of nails. Whenever anger surged, he would grab a nail, place it against the tree, and crack, strike it with the hammer. The sharp, dry sound echoed, followed by another strike, and another. With each nail driven in, he felt lighter, as if the tree had absorbed his storm of rage. At first, there were only a few nails, but over time, the trunk became crowded, dotted with silvery glints of metal under the Sunday. But what pushed him into this strange ritual? One afternoon, after school, he came home to find his father waiting at the table, a stern, distant man. His father asked, "Why are your grades this low?" The boy muttered in frustration, "I tried. I just don't get this subject." His father cut him off. "Stop making excuses. You never try hard enough. You only know how to argue." The words stabbed at his pride. His face burned. His voice rose. And soon their voices clashed, louder and louder, until dishes clattered on the table. The boy stormed out, his heart pounding, and like a reflex, he seized the hammer, slammed crack a nail into the trunk, another, and another. The more he thought of his father's harsh words, the harder he struck. Each nail was an outburst, and so, the tree became the silent witness to every storm inside him. Time passed. After that fight, father and son hardly spoke. But one day, his father walked into his room, not with a stick, not with a report card, just a glass of water. He set it on the desk and said softly, "I'm sorry. I went too far that day. I just don't want you to lose your way like some of your friends. I'm afraid for you." The boy looked up in shock. It was the first time his father had admitted being wrong. Something melted inside him, a warmth spreading through his chest. That afternoon, under the bright sun, the boy stepped onto the porch and looked at the tree, heavy with nails. A thought came, maybe I don't need these anymore. Maybe I should pull them all out. So he began. One by one, he gripped the nails with pliers, yanked them free, and let them fall, clang, clang onto the ground, like tiny bells ringing. With each nail removed, he felt lighter. He thought, once I pull them all out, everything will be back to normal. But when he finally finished and stepped back, his heart sank. The trunk was no longer studded with nails, but instead scarred with countless holes. The bark was pitted, rough, and ugly. In some places, sticky sap oozed into hardened golden drops. He touched the jagged surface. The tree still stood strong, still offered shade, but it would never again be smooth and whole. A wave of guilt washed over him. He whispered, "I thought pulling out the nails would fix it, but the wounds are still here." At that moment, he understood. The nails were his bursts of anger, and the scars were the wounds he left on others. We often say, "Sorry, I was just angry," but apologies don't erase scars. They may earn forgiveness, but the mark remains forever. The story of the boy in the tree reminds us, anger is human, but we choose how to express it. A harsh word, a reckless act, these can leave wounds that may never fully heal. So instead of letting anger control us, pause, breathe deeply, walk away from the argument, write down your feelings. Sometimes just one moment of calm is enough to stop another nail from being driven into someone's heart. Apologies may remove the nails, but they can never erase the scars. The only true way is to learn, not to hammer them in at all. Thank you for listening. May this story stay with you as a gentle reminder the next time anger tries to take hold.